Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started. What's going on, fellas? I hope you guys have a fantastic Tuesday. I'm coming on early because, one, there's going to be no difference between me hopping on now versus me hopping on in 1 hour. The market's going to look the exact same. So we're going to hop on a little bit early because we got the Celtics game coming on here at 7:30 today. So I want to catch that tonight, and it's probably a pretty good day to do it because I don't really expect anything to happen until tomorrow. What's going on, Woods and Water? I see Woods and Water was in here bright and early today, talking in the chat. What's going on, Miles? Crypto Shock? What's going on, bro? Panic Seller? What's going on, man? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man.
Everybody panic. We're going to zero.
We got Fire. We got Nerd. What's going on? We got Crypto Shock. Who we got in here, man? Who we got? We got everyone in here, man. What's going on, fellas? Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Like I said, it is Tuesday. The market's in shambles, apparently, and Bitcoin's at 28K, but the market's in shambles. Anyways, guys, we got CPI coming up at 8:30 tomorrow morning. I'll be live for the CPI tomorrow at 8:30 for the members, because we do member streams at 8:30 in the morning, and then I'll be live at 7 again tomorrow. But guys, CPI, right? This is one that could get interesting, and this is one that we talked about last time we had CPIs, where we said, okay, April CPI will probably be pretty good, right? It came out pretty good. Came out, obviously came out at expectations, but it came out lower. But we said this one might be a little interesting, right? May CPI might be a little interesting because based on Trueflation, right, we sort of had, inflation kind of just stall out here during April, which could cause a little bit of a ruffle tomorrow if it comes in a little bit hot. And everyone's making a guess. Everyone thinks that they're a genius during this time, calling for up, down, sideways, left, right. No one has any idea. But And that could be something that does cause Bitcoin to actually get a little bit of a pullback or a pump tomorrow, depending on what the news is. We'll talk about that a little bit during the stream and the scenarios that could play out, but that's pretty much what's going on in the market right now. Incognito said Darth Vader is coming to town. Maybe he will, man. Maybe he will, or maybe Yoda will come out again, and we'll I love this part. I always say I love this market, but it really is the same. Like we're now in, right? Since March 17th, guys, we are now in the same range for 53 days, flipping bullish to bearish every day based on what color the current candle is on the day. Today it's red, so we're feeling a little bearish. Tomorrow, if it's green, we'll be feeling a little bullish. That's just the market we're in right now, guys. I feel like it's deja vu every day. Here we are. It's a red day. Bitcoin's coming down, so the market's feeling a little bit bearish. That's especially in crypto. The emotions get all pent up in crypto based on what color, if it's a green day versus a red day. To be honest, right now, it's just a boring market, man, to be honest. Interactive, what's going on, bro? Trueflation says Bitcoin gonna go up. Let's go, man. Let's go. What's going on, Mike? You said a lot of fear in the market. Great time to buy. I don't know if there's fear. I think people are just bored. I will say this, though. Right? As we jump into tomorrow, I think, if we go look at expectations for tomorrow. So, we're just going to kind of do a quick overview for tomorrow. So, expectations, last CPI, so the last inflation report came in at 5% inflation. We're actually expecting, the market's expecting inflation to stay at 5%, right? So they're expecting no decrease in inflation, which it makes sense. This is something we've been talking about for quite a while now, as in frickin' May, right, or April, inflation stayed pretty much flat, right? So that's not like a shocker. It's not like, oh my God, this is horrible. It's what the market expects, and it's because last year during this time, inflation was sort of not going up that much, so we're going against a good number last year. Versus next month, it'll be easier to beat next month's, right? If you go back and look. So this one, you're expecting inflation to stay the same. The market already knows that, so it's not like, oh my God, it's not like tomorrow we're gonna, the market's gonna, be like this, right? The market's not tomorrow gonna be like, where is he? Oh my God, this is ridiculous. Inflation did not go down. We must panic sell all our crypto. Inflation did not go down. We had no idea this was going to happen. Right? The market already knew this. So what could cause a little bit of a scare to the market is if it actually comes in a little bit higher, right? So if inflation comes in 5.1, 5.2, it'll probably scare the market because, listen, and that could be the narrative that pushes Bitcoin finally out of this range to the downside. I'm not going to say that's what's going to happen, but like we've been saying, guys, Bitcoin is in a freaking, I'm just bored of this, man. Bitcoin right now is in a 53-day range, okay, that we really said until Bitcoin breaks 30K or 27, there ain't shit to talk about. Right? I mean, that's just the way it is. Wes said, I'm blind now. Oh, you're blind. Nice, man. He's blind. But yeah, guys, like, to be honest, and this is something we've been talking about in here, what happens in here, we're all going to guess. We're all going to act like macro geniuses. We're all going to act like we know everything about the market and we know exactly what's going to happen. No idea. No one has any clue. Just like at the bottom, everyone thought Bitcoin was going to 12K, right? And it went the opposite way. So here we are at 27,585. But this is something we've been talking about, guys. Like, if we go out to the weekly time frame, whatever happens tomorrow is going to cause maybe Bitcoin gets out of the range because of tomorrow, but it's not going to be like, oh my God, we're dumping tomorrow. It's the end of the rally, guys. So what we've been talking about this whole time is even if Bitcoin does come a little bit lower, okay, back down to the bull market support band, back down to the weekly highs, that is perfectly okay, right? Whatever happens in here doesn't really, it's more so of just consolidation and chop. And we could certainly come all the way back down to 24K and still be in an uptrend, right? So just keep that in mind, because I just want to make this clear, because I can already kind of see it in my head tomorrow where maybe CPI comes in a little bit hot. Everyone starts panicking like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, it's over. So I'm trying to tell you guys this up front. If it happens tomorrow and you see a red candle because CPI comes in at 5.1, don't be screaming up and down like, oh my God, this is it. The bear market is back. I don't want to hear that tomorrow. All right. I don't want to hear it. So, like I said, as long as we stay above 24K on any type of pullback, it's perfectly fine, right? I don't know if we're going to pump. I don't know if we're going to dump. We're all going to guess in here. But, it is what it is. I actually would prefer a little bit of a drop because I would like to scoop a little bit more of Bitcoin and ETH for one little more scoop before we go back up to my targets at 40Ks, right? I would personally enjoy that. Will it happen? I don't know. A lot of people want that right now. So it's like the level I see everyone calling is like, Bitcoin's going to 25. Right? You watch anyone, Bitcoin's going to 25. It's almost like Bitcoin's a magnet to 25K. To me, it's like it's either going to go a little bit lower than 25 or it's going to not just go. It's not going to go to 25. Because everyone I watch and everyone I see is like Bitcoin's going right to 25 and then it's going to bounce. It's funny. Metal Gear said we going to go under 24K. I mean, listen, man, if that's your prerogative, that's your prerogative. I'm going to stand by what I said and what Bitcoin's done historically in the past. When it gets back above the bull market support band, holds it as support, it typically goes up to the retracement levels, right? So whatever we do tomorrow is completely irrelevant to really anything. Just like all these macro news events, just like every FOMC, every CPI, just completely irrelevant to the bigger picture ever since we started this uptrend, right? So that's really it, guys. I could honestly end the stream there, but I'm not. I'm gonna hang out for a little bit. What's going on, Clint? Discord banned with no more Rant alert videos. Nice, man. Wait, Clint, you did not get banned from the Discord? I saw you in there earlier, bro. What do you freaking mean? What do you mean that you got banned from the Discord, man? I literally saw you in there. And I need your Rant videos. Clint, I've only seen 2 of your Rant videos. I expect 1 per day, okay? You want to get calluses like this? You need to upgrade 1 Rant video per day, man, okay? So make sure we get that done, all right? But yeah, guys. So like we said, really in here, right? Bitcoin can come all the way back down to here. I'm looking for it to bounce. This is when you're going to get massive fear in the market. I mean, look at the fear and greed, guys. Bitcoin had like a 3% drop yesterday. Altcoins got slaughtered. I'm going to continue to say, ignore the altcoin charts, bro. The altcoin charts are literally going to completely distract you from the bigger picture. Stop looking at your altcoin down 10%. It's completely irrelevant to Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin controls the market. If your altcoin drops 15, stop getting bearish on Bitcoin because your altcoin dropped. It's completely different, right? So, just yesterday, Bitcoin dropped 3%. We're back down to neutral on the fear and greed. Bitcoin's only down 10% from the highs. Imagine tomorrow. And, maybe it's not tomorrow. Maybe it's a couple days or whatever. Imagine the carnage of, already people very, very scared. People, shivering in their little gymborees, right? Imagine if Bitcoin, right? It's breaking the 50 EMA right now on the daily. Imagine if it did this. Just soak this in. Soak this in. Right? It actually does, right? And who knows what it's got. Dude, I'm just spitballing here, man. Imagine if it does something like this, okay? Takes out all the stops of all these people going long in this range, right? Even just going to like 26. Imagine that you're going to have all the freaking people coming back, all the freaking annoying people that are going to be like,
Bitcoin's going to 10K.
All those people are going to be back. They've been begging for a pullback. Literally begging for a pullback, and they're going to be calling for 10K again and probably miss out again. So, imagine the carnage of Bitcoin even went to 26, even down to 25, 24 down here. Might even have to go that low. Then you start getting the extreme greed on fear and greed. You get extreme fear on fear and greed. People start going nuts because their altcoins are getting trounced. Just imagine that, right? And then obviously, it kind of like what we did over here, where we had this long range, we dipped below the support, right? Took out everyone. Everyone's super scared down here. Oh my God, banks are going under. Oh my God, USDC is unpegging. Right? And a lot of people missed out right here because they thought Bitcoin was going back down to the deep, deep depths of the crypto abyss, and they missed out on this dip, right? So I would expect something like that. I don't know if we're going to get down here, but if we do, I'm looking to add. I'm looking to add Bitcoin and I'm looking to add ETH while Bitcoin's in this like 24 to 26K range. That will be my sort of last add-on point before we get up that next leg up to the upside. That's what I'm doing. You guys could do whatever you want to do. I don't know if I'm going to get that opportunity. I hope, to be quite honest, I'll be quite greedy and hope that we do. But I can also see the scenario where like maybe CPI comes in good and we pump up to the upside. I have no clue, right? Like I said, we're all kind of guessing at this point. Let's see. Toxic Lemon said, weren't you bullish around 30K thinking it goes higher? I still think it's going to... Bro, God, this market is so annoying sometimes, man. You guys need to separate short-term from long-term, man. Oh, my Lord. I still think it's going to the 40Ks. Just because Bitcoin pulls back from 30K to 28 does not change literally anything that I've been talking about, right? This is more of a longer-term chart, right? Charts don't go up in a straight line, right? They go up, they pull back. They go up, they pull back. They go up, they pull back. Oh my God, this market, man. Interactive, what's going on, man? I see him flex in there. You got the Pepe thing in there, don't you? I see you got in the Pepe. Man, Pepe hasn't done very good lately, man. But that's okay. That's okay. I honestly, I ranted about this on the member stream this morning, guys. I really, altcoins, there's a reason why I'll talk about the ones that are hot with narratives, but there's a reason why I don't really feel like talking about altcoins. I just don't think the altcoin market looks great. I don't. I think a lot of altcoin charts look like absolute dog shit, but obviously that could change. But we'll go over that in a little bit. But yeah, I mean, that's the narrative, guys. Right? We're waiting to see what Bitcoin does in here. Still think we're going up here because historically, right? I've talked about this a million times. Historically, right? When we get in here, right? When we get one year long bear market, we get back above the bull market support band. Right? We historically see Bitcoin come up to the retracement levels, right? We see it come up to the 0.5 retracement. We see it come up to the 0.6 retracement, and then actually pull back to the 50 moving averages, right? So if we bring those up over here, so we get back above the 50 after a year-long bear market, we retrace up to the golden pocket, we retrace back to the 50. We went below because of COVID, but sometimes that's where the cookie crumbles and you get some major black swan event that pushes you lower, right? Same thing over here, right? We get 1 year long bear market. We come up. We get back above the 50. We come all the way up. Look, it's not a straight line. You're going to have pumps and dumps, pumps and dumps, pumps and dumps, pumps and dumps. You come up to the retracement levels. You come back to the 50. You have the halving, and you come up to the upside, right? So I'm just going based off what Bitcoin's done in the past. There's going to be a new narrative every day while Bitcoin's going to go back to the new lows. I've been listening to that for the last 6 months. And here's Bitcoin at 28K, right? So, it's still kind of the same narrative. It is what it is. Let's get through tomorrow. Tomorrow could be that point where maybe, hopefully, please, I'm begging the crypto gods to get us out of this damn range so we could have something else to talk about other than, we're ranging up and down, right? Interactive said, I'm just adding till the next bull run. Nice, Interactive. Nice, bro. Let's see. To be Clint honest, boss. Clint loves Ben, man. Clint is like shilling Ben up his freaking ass. Oh, man. Clint, you cracked me up, bro. You literally cracked me up, man. But yeah, what happens tomorrow, guys? I don't know. I think you got to keep your eye on the prize, and this is why I even said during the bear market, man, altcoins are cool, but you should have a majority of your portfolio in Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's cool to hold alts. I still hold altcoins, right? But I think this is a great lesson, to be learned, and there's always a lesson to be learned in this market of why, and people will disagree. Bitcoin and ETH in the beginning part of the cycle are the better coins to own, right? It's just facts, because I'm not going to go over the whole rant that I did this morning because I know that gets people mad at me, right? Jordan, what do you mean? My altcoin's doing good. So I'm not going to go through that whole rant right now because you guys know me. I'll bust out my Ben Cowan in here, Today, we're going to talk about Bitcoin dominance and why altcoins will continue to bleed against Bitcoin. Let's jump on it. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that today. But yeah, so, oh shit. I got to put my beard back on. I got to put my beard filter back on before it's too late, bro. Holy shit, the beard filter has to go back on right now because, you know, obviously you guys can't see me in my real form here. There we go. We'll go back to my real form. There we go. We got the real form. Oh, it looks absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely suave in here. There we go. You already did. There we go. Anyways, guys, yeah, that's where we are right now, and I know that the way the chart looks, right? If we just kind of look at this, I know we'll kind of say, okay, we got a little head and shoulders pattern coming on in here. I can see all that stuff. There's a reason I don't really talk about that stuff, right? Yeah, I see the left shoulder, I see the head, I see the right shoulder, right? The thing about these is I've noticed with these is just as often as these break down, they'll bounce off the neckline and go back up. That's why I'm not really a big fan of those. You know, they're interesting as like kind of topping patterns or bottom patterns. But like I said, like just as often as they'll break to the downside, they'll bounce off that neckline and bounce back up, right? So it's kind of like a pick your poison. But from that same standpoint, right? And you know, if we just did this technically, right? And we did it purely based off of what, you know, a pattern trader would say. And we said, okay, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. We take like a measured move and we put this to the downside like this, right? The measured move would get you down to like 23,500 if that did break to the downside. I don't think you would get that low. Like I said, I think you got a lot of support in like the 24 to 26K range. You got the 200-day moving average at 24,600. You got the weekly highs at 24,000, 300. You got the 200-week moving average at 26K. Probably would want to hold that as support if we did dip, right? So on any type of weekly close this week, I would want to hold that 26,100 if we were to get there. This is all hypotheticals if we get there, guys, right? So, but I will continue to say this for all my guys out there this is more so for the guys who are trying to trade in and out of this market. That's not most of you guys. Most of you guys are DCA and you don't give a shit what happens in the short term. You just want to know, like, okay, what's the general outlook? My general outlook remains the same. I still think we're going up here. I still think we're going up here, guys. Some point this year. Time-wise, like I said, I have no clue. But at some point this year, I do believe we'll end up here. It'll leave a lot of people in disbelief, just like just like even this little rally up here left people in disbelief. It's just, and when this market gets the most boring and when it gets the most miserable and people start giving up, and it's not because of Bitcoin. That's the funny part about this market right now. It's not because Bitcoin's doing bad. Bitcoin's not doing bad. Bitcoin just had a 100% rally to the upside, and from the high is down 10%. So at 100% rally to the upside and then a 10% pullback. Bitcoin ain't doing bad. What's got a lot of people down right now is the altcoin market. And I kind of agree. I think the altcoin market kind of looks like shit. You got back above the bull market support band. You dip back below it. It's just there's nothing really get excited about here. And we talked about a little bit on the member stream this morning. I think just looking at it, I'm not going to go through all of them today. But peeping at some of the altcoin charts, I think a lot of them look like they got like 5 to 15% lower to go at the very, very least, like the major support levels. So it's kind of like, I don't know, man, right? Like if you have a long-term outlook, whatever, right? You get in on the coins that you believe in for the long term. I just don't think you're going to see that 5 to 10x altcoin season. And really, probably until Bitcoin gets close to all-time highs, which is what happened last time, right? So it is what it is. Let's see. John said, today on the altcoin stream, we're going to talk about the altcoin reckoning. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, it's the only thing to really talk about right now. In my opinion. It's sad. Let's see. People forget there has to be pullbacks in the market. As many times as you say it, man, it goes in one ear, out the other. You know, it's always in this market, guys. Like if tomorrow we get it, if tomorrow we pump and Bitcoin ends up at 29K tomorrow, everyone in here is going to be euphoric. Everyone's going to be euphoric, saying, "Oh my God, I was wrong. We're going to 32K." You know, and then the next day we come back down to 26. Oh my God, we're going to 10K. It's over. Every day. That's every day. And I said, the longer Bitcoin stays in this range, the more I'm close to getting insane. I'm going to turn insane, you know? Oh, Lord. Let's see. Things are good when everyone is scared to load up. True. I do. And, dude, I am going to get my last load up on Bitcoin and ETH in this 24 to 26K range if I get it. I might not get it. But if I get in this range, I will be taking advantage. While most of the bears will be back calling for 12K, 10K out of their ass. They have no reason to be calling for it. They're just calling it for it out of their ass. Now, like, there's no, like, it's easy just to sit there and say Bitcoin's going to go to 10K. But what the hell on the chart is telling you Bitcoin's going to go to 10K, right? You could say Bitcoin looks like it's going to pull back. But what the hell on the chart says Bitcoin's going to go to 10K? You know what I mean? Like,
Rant alert.
that's always the funniest thing in this market, man, you know? Like, what's the reasoning Bitcoin goes to 10K from here? You can say, "Oh, I'm bearish on Bitcoin here. I think it gets a pullback." Sure, I can see definitely the case for that. But, you know, like what's the case of Bitcoin just goes rah, 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 you know, instead of just coming down to these levels, right? Where you have massive amount of moving averages, massive amount of previous support coming in right here in this zone, and saying we're going to get a bounce, and then seeing what the market looks like. And then if it still looks like shit, then we can say, okay, maybe we go lower from there, right? I don't know, man. Like, it's like you just pull out the number out of your ass and say it's going to go to 10K, you know? Let's see. Bitcoin's going to go to 10K. Leave my ass alone. Sorry, CH.
Bitcoin's going to 10K.
I will leave your ass alone. Right? But like I will say, guys, you know, I can already see it now. And this is just my head talking. You know, I can already see it now. But do we still have these fractals? Yeah, we still have these fractals. Right? These fractals that we used to look at, we haven't looked at them in a few weeks, but just to pull them back up, you know, like this is what we did in 2020, right? We had a consolidation, we pumped up. We had another consolidation. We pulled right back to the previous consolidation highs before going on up into insanely higher prices, right? I'm not going to say we're going to insanely higher prices. I think we're just going to the 40Ks, but my point still stands. And same thing that we just did in this consolidation, right? Where we did this, right? Obviously, it's slightly different price action in here, but that also would get you back into this range. Exactly, literally what we just did over here. You know, like we literally just did the same price action right here, yet it's over, you know? So like this is the point where I'm loading up on Bitcoin and ETH. Most people will probably laugh at me at this point because this is when the whole market starts getting like, oh my freaking God, it's over. We're going back to down to 10K. I told you it was a bear market. I told you, right? And then once again, all those people begging for a pullback at 31, crying because they missed the 100% rally to the upside, will not take advantage when Bitcoin gets like a 30% pullback or 20% pullback in here. You know, you can't make that shit up. So, you know, I can already see it now. I can already see the chat. I can already see the Twitter. I can already see everything if Bitcoin was to drop below this support right here. I can already see it. And I'm saying, give me it, man. Give me that. I want to see some fear. I want to see fear in the market. Please give me some fear. Oh, man, I would love some fear right now. This is my head talking as opposed to my ass. There you go, CH. There you go, bro. Let's see. Alpi said BTC bullish as F. I still like it on the higher time frames. Short term, who knows? I just like say everyone's gonna guess. Every YouTube video that was made in the last 60 days was completely pointless in the grand scheme of things, right? Every YouTube video from every account. We're gonna pump. We're gonna dump. We're gonna pump. We're gonna dump. It was all useless. We went sideways. You know. So everyone guesses something different every day. At the end of the day, so as I've been saying for like the last 2 weeks, I have no idea what's gonna happen in the short term here. But I'm very, very confident in if we do get a pullback that we're going to hold like the 25, 26K region. Very, very confident in that. Extremely, extremely confident. And I'll be a buyer there for sure. Feed the fear. Feed the freaking fear. Josh said, I'm a genius, just like Jordan. I'm not a genius, bro. I ain't no genius. All right. But you don't need it. You really don't need to be a genius in this market, man. You buy low and you sell high. You don't really need to be a genius, you know? So most people outsmart themselves, right? The smartest people in the world were calling for, some of the so-called smartest people in this space down here were calling for 10K when Bitcoin was at 15. You know what I mean? People don't know shit. The smartest people outsmart themselves all the time. All you really need to know, okay, Bitcoin's down 8% from all-time highs. I'm going to be DCAing until the halving. Oh, Bitcoin's approaching all-time highs. I'm going to be DCAing out. That's it. Let's not complicate this. You know, like I say, this market, we try to make this super complicated, man. Right? And it's something that we used to talk about. And guys, I'm just spitballing today because it's not a lot to talk about. We were trying to make this super complicated. Bro, the halving is coming up. Right? And this is if you believe in the halving. This is if you believe that every 4 years something happens for Bitcoin, which it has up until this point. Why am I going to say anything's going to be different? So halving's coming up right here. Okay? Right there. And this is what we used to talk about, man. Back in the bear market days of the deep, deep depths. This, right? I think we said he was even like 25K. This is the DCA range for me right here, right? For Bitcoin, for Ethereum, whenever I see Bitcoin drop into this range in here, this is the point where I'm DCAing until next year, you know, throughout the year of 2023. This is the DCA range, right? This is it, right? Freaking here. So if the market wants to give me 24, I'm gonna be a buyer in there, man, right? I don't know if it's gonna give me it, but I will be. So we'll see what happens, man. At the end of the day, think about this long term. Think about, you know, where we are. We're above the 50 moving averages. So historically, when Bitcoin's above the 50 moving averages, it is in an uptrend. I don't care what anyone says, right? I don't care what the current narrative is. I don't care what people are saying based off the news today. You know, this debt ceiling shit, which they're going to raise the debt ceiling, man. Let's not be stupid. I've done it like 100 times. Okay, I don't even know why we were talking about this. Oh, Lord. Sell your house, sell your wife, buy BTC. No, man, I wouldn't do that, Max. I wouldn't do that, Max. It is what it is. Let's see. Ali said, don't we have to have some negative months this year? I mean, do we have to have negative months? No, we don't. I mean, you know, this goes back to me saying, you know, a lot of people are used to crypto only from 2021 on because that's all they've been in crypto. You guys don't understand. When crypto's hot, you don't need negative months. Like, everyone's still stuck in this mindset. You need. Crypto doesn't need shit, right? In 2019, you had 6 straight green months, right? In 2020, you had 7 straight green months. You know, like, you don't need shit. What you need is... You just kind of need to stay, historically, you kind of just need to stay above the 200-day moving average, and you kind of just need to stay above the 50-week moving averages. As long as you're above those, there's no reason to think you're in a downtrend. And same thing on the flip side. If you're below those, there's no reason to think you're in an uptrend, you know, at the end of the day, you know. But, you know, like I said, you know, a pullback here and there is great. We've seen one on the weekly. You're getting another one on the weekly here. And we'll kind of play this out, you know. Josh said 445 watching. Yeah, you can tell the market's getting a little bored. The market is getting bored while Bitcoin's at the highs. You gotta love it, man. I love this shit. I love this shit, man. The market is getting bored while crypto's at the highs. This is fantastic, guys. This is great. Does anyone else see what I'm seeing? Shit, and you want to tell me there's euphoria in the market? There is zero euphoria in the market right now. This is bullish as hell. And I'll tell you this. All these altcoins dropping 15, 20%. All that money's going into stable coins. What do you think happens when Bitcoin starts to get a little bit of a green, and starts to pick back up, right? All that money's going to go back to Bitcoin. I think people at this point are starting to realize, why the frick am I in an altcoin? Why am I not just getting into Bitcoin right now, right? So as soon as Bitcoin does get a little rally, that money's going to go back into Bitcoin. It's not going to, and that I think is even better in my opinion. So like I said, we just need to get through the short-term time period, but you could tell people are getting a little bored. People are getting a little bit salty. And you could just tell, right? I can tell. It is what it is. Let's see. CH said 0. Like, guys, this is not what euphoria looks like. You know, like 2 weeks ago, everyone was telling me the crypto market's euphoric. It's not. It's not. If it was euphoric, there'd be 1,200, 1,500 people in here. Everyone would be posting rocket ship emojis. You ain't seeing that, you know? Oh, Lord. Michael said May just started. It did. Shout out to Mike, man. Who you guys got? You guys said Celtics or Sixers tonight? Celtics or Sixers? Let me know in the chat who you guys got tonight, man. Let's go. Crypto family. Let's go, Crypto Shock. Let's go, bro. The new green deal said Chainlink bullish as F. It's my little Chainlink consolidation range in here. It's actually a good parameter of like when I would actually even consider like looking at it all. Like, so if Chainlink comes back down to the bottom of the range, right? So if Chainlink comes back down here, hey, I might look at some Chainlink. Up here though, I want to buy. If I said that I was talking about this morning with the members, right? I want to buy altcoins at a premium, right? Or not at a premium, at a discount. So I will gladly wait if Chainlink wants to drop another 15 to 20% in here. I will gladly pick up some Chainlink. If it doesn't, I'm fine. I'm fine with not picking any up, right? I'd rather wait on the altcoins to come to, like, I'd rather wait to see capitulations on altcoins and buy other people's capitulation than to be buying up here, right? Let's see. My money's on Tiger Woods. Sixers. Come on, man. I would think most people would say the Sixers because a lot of people hate the Celtics. Because a lot of people hate Boston, you know, because we're just winners, you know. It is what it is. We're just winners, you know. Like, you know, we win we used to win every Super Bowl. We used to. Rest in peace. Celtics haven't won a championship in 15 years. So I guess we can't really say that. We used to be winners. We used to be winners up here, you know. It is what it is. Sixers, you know, it'll be a good series, the rest of the series. I got Celtics tonight though. They're at home. They're gonna pull it out. Let's see. Bully Bulldogs to Jordan still hasn't gotten into alts. I still own alts, but you know, majority of my portfolio is in Bitcoin and ETH at this point. Lakers to win finals. Lakers to win finals. It would be awesome to get a Celtics-Lakers championship. That would be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Celtics-Lakers. We haven't seen one of those since 2010. Been 13 years since Celtics-Lakers. Mainly because the Lakers were kind of trash before LeBron got there for like 10 years. You know? Caleb said, I feel like you being bearish is odd. Oh, I'm not bearish. What? How is anything I said today is me being bearish, Caleb? Like, once again, we got to separate short term from long term, right? Short term, dude, just like everyone else in the world right now, has no idea what's going to happen next. And I'm just laying out the possibilities, right? If Bitcoin wants to pump from here, let's freaking go. We'll be in here spamming pickles and shit. If Bitcoin wants to get a pullback to 24, 25, 26, let's freaking go. I'm a buyer there. And I do think we're going to get a bounce. So like, there's really nothing bearish to me. It's just that I have no idea what's going to happen in the short term, just like no one else does, you know. Because I know no one else does because I constantly go on YouTube and Twitter and check what other people are making videos about. And like one day a thumbnail will be bullish on a certain channel, and then the next day it's bearish. One day it's bullish, bearish. Same thing on Twitter, man. Which if you're trading the market, it's fine to switch biases. Right? If you're trading, it's okay to be bearish one day, you know, bullish the next day. But if you're looking at, okay, Bitcoin's going to go to 40K or 10K and you're changing your mind on that every day, why? There's been no reason to change your mind in here, you know? Let's see. I would say I'm bearish on altcoins though. I am bearish on altcoins though. And by bearish on altcoins, I don't mean like they're going to zero. I just think I think they're gonna like. My problem is if Bitcoin gets a ride to 40K, I think, and I said this morning, if Bitcoin gets a ride to 40K like this, right? Say if it does something like this, we're just gonna say blah, 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 blah. We come up like this. I don't know. We do something like this, right? I think Bitcoin does this. Ethereum, I think, would also go up higher, right? But just because, I mean, Ethereum has been killing it this whole run, man. It's just making higher highs and higher lows. Well, every other altcoin has just made lower highs and lower lows, or lower highs, right? So, and my problem is just to use like Chainlink, for example. If Bitcoin did that, I probably would expect altcoins to do this. Lower high, lower high, until Bitcoin gets back up there, right? Yeah, and then they can do something, you know. So I would say I'm a little bit, you know, I wouldn't say I'm bearish on altcoins, but I'm bearish on altcoins versus Bitcoin for sure. That's just me being honest. That's me not trying to get you guys hyped. As I could sit here and get you guys hyped, like altcoin season's right around the corner. If I actually think that from a chart perspective, I'll tell you that. I just don't think that's the case right now. And I'm not going to sit here and get you guys hyped and be like, bro, Solana's about to do a 10x tomorrow, when I don't think that's the case. You know. Where's the Bank of Canada guy? Right here, bro.
Basically, Bitcoin is clearly a scam. Cryptocurrency is clearly an idiot with no common sense. And scientifically speaking, according to a study at the Bank of Canada, more people who are financially illiterate invest in Bitcoin.
Good job, Jose. Said, okay, Cowan. I mean, to be honest, he's been right. Has he been wrong? You know, I know people don't like that. I know you guys are going to start hating me for that. But it's just true, man. I mean, he hasn't been wrong about that, to be quite fair. He has not been wrong. Pepe has so much use case. Bro, it ain't about... Oh, man. One day, guys, I'm just going to have a full rant stream and rant about everything in this market.
Rant alert.
I could go on a full rant stream, man. The whole... I will say this about the whole, like, meme coin hate. Guys, most altcoins are meme coins at the end of the day, right? How is, and I'm not gonna, I don't want to pick on certain coins. So, how is any layer one besides Ethereum not a meme, right? Just think about it. Don't get your bias out, okay? What's the difference between Pepe and Phantom, right? Think about it deeply. What you'll say, one has utility. I could argue that Pepe brings more people joy in this world than Phantom does. You know? And I'm not trying to start a war, you know? At the end of the day, I think most of us are in this market. I believe in Bitcoin and ETH as tech, but I think most people are in altcoins to make money. If an altcoin's going to make you money, why are we going to hate on it, right? So, okay, Phantom goes up. Let's freaking go. Phantom is a great technology. Let's go. Pepe goes up. It's like, bro, you made money on a meme coin. Bro, you can make the case that any alt is a meme. You know, it is what it is, bro. I know that's not the popular take because everyone gets married to their altcoins. Like, oh my God, this altcoin does so much for the world. No altcoin does shit for the world, man. You know, I'm just being honest. Like, I try to be honest, guys. I'm not going to feed you guys the crap, you know? How much is the joy at the bank, though? True. That is true, man. That is true. This opinion is awful. It's not really. It's not really when you think about it, right? Because, listen, guys, let's keep it real, right? Let's keep it real. We talk about utility for your crypto, but how many of you guys are altcoins that you... Some of you guys might, but how many of these altcoins that you guys buy do you guys actually use? Right, as the utility, because let's be honest, all right. I'm going to use Phantom because I actually like Phantoms. I'm not trying to hate on it, right? So I'm going to use Phantom. I own Phantom, so I'm going to talk about it. So you guys don't think like I'm like, oh my God, this thing's going to dump. I'm talking about it. Dude, Phantom, for example, right? You guys are DCAing in Phantom right here, right? We're DCAing because we believe in the technology, right? We're buying this Phantom because we believe it's going to be the future of finance, right? But let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100 real quick, right? If Phantom does this, are you still going to be holding that Phantom? Are you going to be holding that Phantom, or are you going to be selling it to some other poor sucker? Or are you going to stay in this for the technology? I'm just keeping it. I'm keeping it real, man. You're going to sell it to some other poor soul that wants to buy high. Right? At the end of the day. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Most projects don't need a token. That is true. That is true. Palagic said a scam. Hey, at the end of the day, guys, every market, you could say every market does that, right? Every market. People are trading, right? Stock market, people are trying to buy stuff low and sell stuff high. It's the same thing with a meme coin, man. You're trying to buy it low and sell it high. Stock market, you're trying to buy low, sell high. Gold, you're trying to buy low, sell high. As long as you're trying to buy low, sell high, it is what it is. You know? It is what it is. Let's see. Thank you, Knucklebuster. Thank you, man. And I'm not gonna say you should be holding these meme coins for the long term, man. But if you can buy low and sell high on it, why not? Anyone would. If you were guaranteed to buy Pepe right now and you were guaranteed it would go up 10x, you would buy it. You know? Let's keep it real, man. I'm just going on a rant, man, because I've seen all these takes everywhere, like this.
Rant alert.
It is what it is. I'm not shitting on Phantom. I like Phantom. I own Phantom. I'm not shitting on Phantom at all. I'm just kind of using that as my example, right? But it is what it is. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Tony said, that's funny, bro. Tony came in and said, what did he say? He said, oh my God, you're making fun of Phantom? What did Phantom do to you, huh? Phantom lives matter, all right? Phantom lives matter. Phantom bag holders matter. Phantom bag holders matter. That's funny, man. Listen, nothing against Phantom. I love Phantom, all right? You know, if I could do a little song, I would do Phantom too. You know? Oh, Lord. Let's see. Let's see. Bitcoin is the ultimate meme coin. I don't know. You can make the case anything in life is a sort of meme coin at the end of the day. Phantom lives matter. The Phantom lives do matter, man. They do. They do. All right. Anyways, I went on a little tangent there, but I needed to get that out, guys. I needed to get that out because I've been seeing that everywhere. It's like, oh my God, where's your ethics? You're buying a meme coin. You know, it's just a horrible take, in my opinion. You know, it really is. But anyways, you can hold my bag, Karen. Last bull run, the chat was not allowed for memes. You know, I've softened up to him. I'm softening up to him. All right? I'm softening up to him. Doesn't mean you should be holding them, though. There's a big difference between trading them and holding them, you know? Let's see. Not important said all coins are meme coins, but not BTC because I own that. Oh, Lord. Lordy, man. I don't think Bitcoin's not a meme coin. Bitcoin actually has at least a little legitimacy of the world, you know? Like, there's at least some companies that hold Bitcoin, you know what I mean? You know, so I wouldn't call Bitcoin a meme coin from that standpoint alone, you know? Let's see. Walk away from Pepe in May. Facts, man. Mac, that is absolute facts, bro. Oh, man. All right, so what else we got coming tomorrow, guys? So like I said, total 3, breaking the bull market support bands. It's at a critical support level, though. So, like, this is an interesting point here. Coming up to CPI tomorrow, total 3 sitting here. You know, like, this is where we've gotten a few weekly close lows, right? We've came in a weekly close low, right? We came in right here. We closed the weekly above this. Now look where we're at. We've gotten one big bounce. We've gotten a second bounce. We've gotten a third bounce in this region. Can total 3 bounce from this level again? We'll see. We'll see. And I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow is not necessarily, I don't want you guys to get caught up in the narrative tomorrow. Like if CPI comes in hot, which honestly I think is certainly a possibility based off truflation. If CPI comes in hot, I don't want you guys to be like, this is the reason why we're dumping. I think that's just going to be the kind of like the push off the edge, if that's the case. Just kind of that thing that kind of finally just kind of gives you that little nudge, you know. But like we're total 3 kind of sitting right at this interesting point in here, right? Where if this kind of gives way, you know, it could be pretty interesting. And the next like major weekly level would be kind of right in here, right? Kind of be right in there at 328, you know. So just keep an eye on that, right? I'm not here to sort of get you guys all scared and riled up and like holy shit, but keep an eye on this for total 3. Total is still above the bull market support band. It's another reason why I think, you know, this region right here is where if you do see a drop, which I'm not, like I said, I'm pretty 50-50 at the moment, but, you know, this region in here, you got so much support in there, man. You got the 200-week moving average on total. You got the bull market support band right there on total. You got the previous weekly highs right there on total, which is another about 5% drop from here, right? So you got a lot of support in there, which is another reason why I do think if we come into this region, we'll see a bounce up, right? So that's kind of just my simplistic way of looking at it right now, right? You know, and if we do see a drop, I think that'll mostly be from altcoins. I think Bitcoin would probably get like a 5% drop, and altcoins would probably do what they did yesterday, in my personal opinion. But it is what it is. Let's see. What time does the stream start tomorrow morning? What time should we start the stream tomorrow morning? John, I will leave this up to you. What time do we start the stream tomorrow morning? CPI is at 8:30. We should be probably starting it by 8:15 in my opinion. What time should we start it, man? Shout out to Josh. Josh putting how many people watching here. Shout out to Josh, man. That is a bullish number. That is a bullish number, bro. You know, very, very bullish number. We got 539 watching and 175 likes. Can you guys believe that? Damn. It's almost like I am in shambles right now, guys. The sentiment is just god awful at the moment. Holy shit. The sentiment is shit. This is dude. It's making me kind of bullish how just dog shit the sentiment is right now. It is dog shit. I haven't seen anything like this. You would think Bitcoin was would have freaking dropped 20% today based off the sentiment today. It is horrible, man. Guys, come on. Let's get a little hyped up in here, man. I know it's a boring time, but shit, Bitcoin's at 27.6. I would think Bitcoin would drop to 25K today. Yeah. 3 a.m. stream. Let's play the London session. Let's go. 3 a.m. stream. All right, let's stream from 3 a.m. to 10 a.m. today. I think that's what we should do. 3 a.m. to 10 a.m. We'll do a 7-hour stream. Just kidding. We're not going to do a 7-hour stream. We're not going to do it. No, I'll probably go live at, I don't know, man. Let's go live at, there's no really need to go live like earlier than 8:15 in my opinion. Let's do 8:10. Let's do 8:10 just to be weird. Like 5 minutes earlier, bro. 5 minutes earlier, man. You know? Let's see. Bullish Crypto said realistically we're probably going to have a couple months to buy now, grabbing before it moves. Yeah, that certainly is a possibility too. You know, it's certainly a possibility where Bitcoin kind of does something like this, right? It's, you know, we're closing the below the 50 today, unless we get a pump like 27.9. Probably going to get a close below the 50 moving average today, right? Which, you know, last time we got a close below the 50 was over here. You did see a little bit of a drop. I think, you know, the other scenario you could see is kind of like something like this, right? You drop, right, and you kind of just stay in this zone for like throughout May, throughout June, right? And then you kind of, something happens in the market that pushes you back up. That's kind of like the ultra boring sort of narrative. But to be honest, that might be the most, like something like this, you know, depending on what happens tomorrow, might be kind of the more realistic take, you know, which would be horrible, but it is what it is. Let's see. Let's raid the FTX medicine cabinet first. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Andrew said, BTC has dumped the last 2 years on my birthday, which is tomorrow, May 10th. Will it be 3 in a row? Shilling TC. Dude, May has been a horrible month the last 2 years. So far, it hasn't been great either. May, we're down like 1% in May so far. But the last 2 years, May was pretty dog shit. Let's go to the monthly real quick. Last 2 years, this May was pretty shitty. That was like right after Luna. That was right after the infamous steady lads deploying more capital. Oh, God, man. You guys remember those times? You guys remember those times up here, man? Where like, all right, we were coming off the highs, right? We were getting a nice run up to the upside, 32 all the way up to 48. And then the infamous right here, the infamous tweet from frickin' dumb Quan saying, steady lads, deploying more capital. Oh, Lord. Screw that guy, man. Screw that guy. And everything about that guy. Oh, screw that guy, man. Man. But yeah, that was kind of last May. Kind of kicked off that freaking shit show. And then the May before that was the China, like, that was the time that China banned crypto again. For the 800th time. They banned crypto again. Everyone got freaked out and we came back up. You know, the last two have been sort of interesting Mays. Well, we get another weird narrative in here that kind of pushes us down, right? We had Do Kwon steady lads. Screw that guy, man. And we had the China ban in here. Ridiculous, bro. You know. Oh, Lord. Those were two interesting times in the market, I would say, right? You're coming off all-time highs, and then you're coming off basically Dogecoin to the moon into May, and then so far in May we're about 3% in May. So far this is the weekly. Yeah, we're about we're a solid 6% in May here. So we'll see where we end up. We'll see where we end up. At the end of the day, though, like, whatever we do in here, still believe the Bitcoin bottom is in, right? I mean, you get the monthly MACD flipping over whenever it's done that Bitcoin bottom has been in. I think at this point, really, on the monthly, you're kind of in no man's land on the monthly, right? Because look at the monthly. In 2020, we just went to the moon, right? We went straight through, no price action. 2021, we basically closed all the way up at 35K. And then in 2022, we basically closed all the way down here at 23K. So like in between 35 and 23, there is literally nothing in here, man. Like we're just in no man's land on the monthly, you know? So it's like I don't know, there's just nothing here. So we're kind of like just floating in thin space where, okay, you know, could you certainly see like a wick down to like 23K again? Sure, you certainly could. Could you see a move up to 35? Sure, you easily could on the monthly. You're just kind of in the middle of no man's land right now. That's why it's so unpredictable, and you got people predicting both ways. You know, it's interesting, bro. Shane said, "Anybody heard of Pepe? What's Pepe doing today, man? We could take a quick look at Pepe. Let's see, Pepe. What do we got going on the Pepe? Interesting, man. You know." I could see this narrative, right? Everyone's super bearish on Pepe now, right? Once again, like anyone who got in on Pepe over here, right? You made a killing as long as you're taking profits, right? Even dude, if you're still in Pepe down here and you haven't taken any profits, bro, like you got to be taking profits on these things, man. You know, I'm proud of you for listen. Unlike a lot of people, I'm proud of you getting Pepe early. I'm proud of you for making money on Pepe. got to be taking profits on that shit. At least take out your initial investment on that shit, all right? So then you're kind of riding free and you don't care as much, right? Worst thing you can do is just free ride just to the downside. But I'll say this, though. Everyone's kind of bearish on Pepe here, you know, and like I said, it could certainly just continue down. But it's kind of like, you know, depending on obviously what Bitcoin does and whatnot, it's kind of like interesting to just kind of chill in here with an interesting formation forming here, right? And a little bit of a flag. We'll see. We'll see, honestly, on this. I could see the scenario where everyone's getting super bearish on Pepe and it actually gets another leg here. I'm not going to say go all in. Like, don't be throwing your house on this shit, right? But obviously, this thing kind of has a mind of its own, you know, which is interesting. Go Celtics, man. 15 minutes, baby. Let's go. Celtics are destroying the Sixers today. Destroying the Sixers. Just like whenever Bitcoin takes out 31K, we're going to be kicking those Bears in the nuts, man. Kicking those freaking Bears in the freaking nuts. Something tells me only 30 of us will remain. 30 of us in this chat will remain standing by the time Bitcoin breaks 31K again. All right? I know it sounds like a low number. So I got to feel it. 30 of us will remain. We're already down probably half of us since we originally got into this range, right? When we got into here, it's probably half of us gone at this point. You know, when Bitcoin breaks 31K again, you know, it'll be sweet. It'll be sweet. And we're going to be kicking those Bears in the nuts. Whatever we do in the short term, I don't give a flying F what we do in the short term. But we're going to be kicking those Bears straight in the nuts. We're going to be sending them back to the shadow realm, okay? And they're going to be wondering what the frick happened, waiting for their limit orders to hit at 10K.
Bitcoin's going to 10K.
Pump it. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Mike said, it's me, Jordan. You know your track record on predictions. That is true. My track record on predictions is not great. You know, it is not great. It is not great. And I was trolling you on the Discord, Mike, you know, before the game ended last time. And I jinxed it. And I freaking jinxed it. Don't rage at me. What's going on, man?
Strap
Let's
up.
go, bro.
We're going to the moon.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Miro said, let's pump it up. Gotta have some patience, man. This is the market. You gotta have some patience. We've already been through this one time in this uptrend, right? Right in this zone right here. We forget that we've been through this before, man. Like right here. This was 52. I mean, this was about from when we got into this range till we got back above, it was 52 days, right? So this time period in here was just as boring as this time period, where we've now been in this range once again for 53 days now. So we've been through these boring ranges before. You just kind of got to get through them, and you're gonna hear every narrative is gonna be sound like the biggest thing in the world, right? Debt ceiling is gonna crash Bitcoin. Banking crisis is going to crash Bitcoin. CPI is going to crash Bitcoin. The FOMC last week was supposed to crash Bitcoin. How'd that do? You know, everything's supposed to crash Bitcoin. You know, you got to hear all these freaking narratives. Everyone, when Bitcoin finally does get a pullback, everyone's going to be saying this was the reason. No, that was just the thing that kind of pushed it over, right? So, you know, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's get out of this damn range, man. Let's go. Come on. Let's do it. Let's do it. Woods of Water said, I'm here for the comedy and characters. It's not one of those days, man. It's not one of those days today. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Chat is the fire too? Yeah. The chat is the fire. I'm here for the dump, said Judge. Yeah. You're here for the dump. Let's see. New CBDC gonna crash Bitcoin. Could. Certainly could. It's like Tether's gonna crash Bitcoin. China's gonna crash Bitcoin. Mt. Gox is gonna crash Bitcoin. ETH merge is gonna crash it. It's like everything that's coming to this point, you know. Oh Lord. All right, guys. I'm going to get off. It's going to be a short stream today anyways, because I think the market's just going to hang out until CPI. I mean, this is what we talked about on this morning stream and last night. We probably just end up staying right here, right? We're probably just going to end up making some M formation or some W formation in here, right? Where You could look at this either way, as a W formation that will form, or you can look at it as a M formation, retest before a further dump down. The market's not going to let you know which way this is going to go, right? It's going to sort of have every scenario printed out based on what CPI is tomorrow morning. So I'll be live tomorrow morning. We're going to be live at 8:10, just to be weird. We're not going to do 8. We're not going to do 8:15. We're going to do 8:10 to be super, super freaking weird, right? So I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning, 8:30, for hopefully, please, let's get out of this damn range. Let's do it, man. Let's freaking get this done. Let's get out of 30K. Let's get out of 27K. I don't care which way. Just give it to me, man. All right? Just give it to us. That's all we want. All right, crypto gods, please. Please, 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 please. Right? Let's go. All right, guys. Catch you guys tomorrow. Whether I see you at 8:30 or 7, catch you guys on one of the streams. Peace.